Yo, yo, yo. What up, everybody? Happy Saturday. How we doing today? UFC Mexico. High altitude, like Mo was saying. High altitude. See them gas tanks today. It's gonna be wild. Some pretty banger, some pretty good fights, some bangers for sure. On the card. Looking forward to it. But yeah, not too much not too much to talk about. Let me get in the comments here. Thanks everybody for popping in. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let me get this giveaway started too. I'm gonna give away 2 rares today. UFC MX in the chat. UFC MX in the chat. Gonna give away 2 rares at the end of the show. The show's not going to be too long, so because there ain't nothing to talk about with Strike except one little post that came through from Alex. UFC MX in the chat. Thank you everybody for hopping in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and we gonna get started. Waleed, bro. I told Saint last week, if anything sells, I get a cut, bro. I don't care if you're selling them for 20 cents, G. I gotta eat. It's hard out here. Oh shit, everybody's laughing at that. Oh man, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see who else. Nothing. MXs are coming through. That's what's up. All right, let me share my screen. Just talk about Strike for a quick second or two, or see if anybody's got any good comments too while we go through this here real quick. All right. First things first, announcement came through. Some bullshit because we were all waiting last Thursday. It was scheduled or whatever. Everybody was wondering who was going to come through. If anybody was who were going to be the players in the office hours, right? We're all waiting to see who was going to be there. Lo and behold, 2 days ago, Alex posted this message the day of the office hours, pretty much saying that we ain't getting shit till mid-March, which is about a month from now, right? So some of this is a little contradictory, so to speak, especially when it talks about transparency and communication have always been our guiding principles, and we remain committed to upholding them as we navigate this period. What period? What is going on? Where's the transparency? Why do people not know if they're still working there or not? Like, bro, that's bad line to put in there. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know, man. Well, management finds it necessary to postpone our regular office hours. The decision was not made lightly. For review, short-term adjustment is necessary to ensure we can deliver the best possible. I don't know. Meantime, we'll still have community. So Alex is still going to be doing pretty much everything by himself, just like I was before. When the whole Dapper Concept Labs thing was, when shit was going down. And yeah, we're in limbo, right? So with that said, what do you think happens to the marketplace? Obviously this is zero. There's no reassurance here whatsoever for anybody who's holding moments, anybody who has multiples of anything. So people started looking at their stacks and started dumping, right? So obviously marketplace prices, we've been kind of monitoring them over the past 2 to 3 weeks on the show, and they continue to get lower and lower. So I think there's only a handful of uncommons that were $1 last week, and now you have almost all of them at $1. Yep, almost all of them at $1 except Raquel Pennington and probably Connor. Well, obviously the website is laggy as hell. Let's see the rares for S2 real quick. They're coming down. I think they were like $4. Now they're all $3. They're like $4 or $5 last week. Now they're 3, 4. There's a few like Jalen Turner still up there. Luque still up there a little bit. These are challenge rewards. But anything that came from a pack is looking like it's down to $3. Epics. Let's see what we got. $2 rares. Yeah, there's some out there for sure. Let me do that real quick. Should help us better. My bad. 15 to 40. So kind of looks like 15 is looking like the floor on these guys. Kind of holding down there on 15. Let me look at the rares again. See how many $2 ones are out there with the filter on. Oh, something went wrong. Shit. Okay. You good? All right. And it looks like all the $2 ones got eaten up. So these are sitting at a $3 floor for the most part. But the champs have taken a huge hit across the board. Looking like all series. A lot of people selling. This is just S2 right now, but we're below the. It's like we were hovering around that 195, 200 range. Now we're definitely below. And if we put all the champs in here, not just S2, we got some 165. So there's a good amount that are sub 200 at this point. Looking like 8 of them. 8 of them so far. So yeah, bro, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. And they're not doing us any favors. They're not doing themselves any favors going on this hold or whatever. I mean, at least turn the freaking burn tool on. You know what I'm saying? Let's put like a challenge out there, like whatever, have the burn tool on. Have us do something, as long as you got something going on, whether it's a 2-week layoff or whatever the hell's going on. I mean, obviously we know there's not many employees left standing, right? But I mean, we have collectors that built tools that allow us to track burn data and burn stuff. So I know they definitely have stuff that they've been using to pull this challenge data as we've been doing stuff. And just to do like an overall burn challenge or something, I think, it's a no-brainer, bro. It's a no-brainer. So pretty rough spot with Strike. Pretty rough spot. A lot of people are selling, not as many buyers. That's why the prices are going down. And yeah, it's wild. It's wild. So we don't know. It's pretty much as far as what we know right now, it's just pretty much Alex, bro. Just Alex working at Strike. So, and he's in Mexico right now. So I don't know. My guess is as good as yours about what's going to happen, what's on the horizon. I mean, we talked a lot more speculatively, yes, last week when we were kind of talking about, this, all the different maybe possible scenarios. Don't want to get into all of those again, but yeah, marketplace is in shambles. No activity. Might get worse. We'll see. We will see. With that said, we got a fight card to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. 6 likes, much more watching. Click the button. Yeah, I got 24 in the lobby, it looks like. So hit that thumbs up for ya, boy. All right, man. Pretty good fight card. Pretty good fight card this weekend. Looking forward to it, most definitely. Not this weekend, today. Today. Couple bangers on the prelims. I usually, with the fight nights, I usually just do the main card, but there's a couple fights here that I'd like to touch on. These first two fights, I think, are going to be pretty quickly finished by both individuals who are exceptionally better than their opponents in just about all areas. Naimov is better on the ground and standing than Silva. Silva's much older, 36 years old. I think Mr. Naimov makes quick work of this guy to start us off with a bang. El Tamarano versus Dos Santos. Dos Santos, dude's pretty good. High volume, got some decent finishing ability. Could get it done on the ground or standing. Trains with Charles Oliveira. I like him getting this fight done pretty early, 7-1, 10 years younger than Victor. So I think Felipe gets it cracking, gets it done relatively early. I don't think that one goes a distance either. Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Dennis Bondar. This is like a pretty much a kind of toss-up pick'em fight. This guy's older, but definitely has the range on the other guy. So it really depends on if this gets to the ground. It's going to be hard to get in this guy to the ground with his range. He's a pretty good striker. So I think Ronaldo might have some difficulty, but you gotta worry about these gas tanks today. So that's the one thing about a lot of these fights. The gas tanks, because of the elevation in Mexico and how high it is. There's some of these guys that train in elevation. Some of them obviously from Mexico. They train there. And some other ones obviously had to either come in, depending on, some of them came in early, some of them came in late, some of them, came week of the fight. So it all really depends on how they prepared. That's what Ronaldo has going for him, being from Mexico, training there in the high altitude. So I think that's why the odds are leaning on him a little bit. But I wouldn't be surprised if, because both these guys are tough too. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this fight probably goes to the decision. And if it's going to decision, I like Bondar winning maybe as a slight dog. But if it ends early, it's probably Ronaldo catching him with something. Grabbing a subby, maybe if they get on the ground. Some kind of crazy rolling. But yeah, that's what I think there. Claudio Puelles versus Fares Ziam. So Fares is coming off of, I think, a win. Yeah, he beat Jai Herbert in July on the Aspinall card. So he's been looking pretty solid his last few fights. He did lose to T-Rex 2 years ago, but and he got slept by Ilya more than 2-3 years ago. But since then, he's been getting pretty good. He's really long for the division, so I think he gives a lot of people problems. He's young, but he's got some solid range against this dude, and I feel like he'll probably get it done. Maybe he might catch him with something, but this guy's path to victory is to get it to the ground and try and get some sort of submission. But I think he's just going to have too much problems with the length. He's going to work the outside, pick his shots, eat the legs up, and call it a day. So I'm rolling with Fares. Shirez versus Lacerda. So this is the fight where we had the two weight misses. So this is also a rematch of these two guys. Their last fight was stopped early by Chris Tagnoni. Shirez had this dude in like a headlock against the cage. I don't know if you remember, and he kept like pretending like he went limp. Like when he was fighting, like when the guy had him in the headlock, he kept pretending like he went like he would like let his arm hang down for a second or whatever. So there was a point where he did that, and the ref was like, "Oh shit, this guy's out." Called the fight, and then dude's wide awake. He's like, "What the fuck," you know? So they called it a no contest. This is the rematch. Should be interesting because both guys are high energy and fun. I don't like that they both missed weight. So, with that said, I think this fight probably doesn't go the distance at all. Just with how brutal of weight cuts it looks like both these guys had to deal with. Um, so I think it should be a banger if I had to pick one. Man, those odds are crazy for Shirez. I think it's a closer fight than that. I wouldn't be surprised if Lacerda might pull this one out, bro. I wouldn't be surprised because missing weight by like what was it, 5, 6 pounds almost? 6 pounds over the actual weight class, but 5 pounds over the 126 limit. That's tough, bro. That's real tough. So that tells you the dude was not having a good time whatsoever. So I'm worried about that. I don't like how these odds are crazy. Minus 475 is nuts. But we'll see, man. We'll see. You never know with the bad weight cut. This guy might shock everybody and destroy some parlays today and some pick'ems. We'll see. Jesus Aguilar versus Mateus Mendonca. Interesting fight here as well. Both guys pretty solid, bro. This is a pretty evenly matched fight. I like to watch both these guys. They're should be a scrap, man. Should be a scrap. The line's favoring Mateus a little bit, not by much. They're both. I mean, if you look at the stats, these guys are pretty much almost identical, except for the takedowns. Jesus likes to take it to the ground a little bit more. Mateus being the much longer fighter with the much bigger reach, I think is going to have more better advantage keeping this off the ground, utilizing distance, controlling range, and quite frankly, I mean, I think this has the potential to be a really, really like probably maybe one, if not the best fight of the night, or definitely probably the better fights of the prelims. So I'm really looking forward to it. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with man, that 10-inch range is wild. I'm gonna have to lean on Mendonca here. That range is jumping off the paper at me, so I like Mendonca to utilize that range and probably win a decision because both these guys are tough as nails. So Quinones versus Barcelos. So this is another interesting one. Bantamweight scrap. Also, like every fight on this card is 155 or lower weight. Because obviously those big boys they be gassing. They be gassing in these high altitude arenas and areas. So the whole card is lightweight or lower, which is absolutely crazy. So it should be a lot of fast paced action, most definitely. Which is why I'm really excited about the fight cards. Quinones versus Barcelos. So on paper, the big thing here, Mr. Barcelos is as a heavy favorite. Probably like a 2-1 favorite here, but the age difference is wild. Very, very, very big age difference. Both guys like to stand and bang, so it should be a scrap. I think Barcelos is probably just a little bit more polished in his striking. So my take on this one is if Quinones doesn't catch him early, if Quinones doesn't catch him early, I think Barcelos will probably win this by decision. That is my expert opinion. He might mix it up too, being a vet. It's going to be an interesting fight. Let me see. 27 years old, coming off a loss to Kang, subbed in June. First round sub. Barcelos, let's take a quick peek. Tough. Couple tough fights back to back there for Mr. Barcelos. But yeah, it's not. I mean, dude's sitting as the favorite. Quinones is rocking the jits. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Quinones catches him with a sub early, maybe. Being the younger dude, he'll be fresher early. Yeah, it should be interesting. Should be interesting. Should be interesting. I'll take the dog here, I think. I'm going to take the dog. Main card. Manuel Torres versus Chris Duncan. So this is our lightweight fight here. Both guys pretty evenly matched across everything except output. I think Torres puts out way more volume, and I think it's going to be a big problem for Mr. Duncan. He does like to take the fight to the ground, to mix up his wrestling, but I don't think this guy Manuel has really good footwork, and I think he's gonna utilize his leg kicks. And Duncan's in for a tough night at the office today. I'm rolling with Manuel, starting the main card off with a win, a dub for Mexico. Next fight, Yasmin versus Sam. So, biggest favorite of the card right here, Miss Yasmin. And I think pretty much there for a reason, guys. I don't think Sam Hughes has anything for her. 31 years old versus a 24-year-old Rocket that's looking to take off here. She doubles the amount of output that she does than Sam, and reach is the same. She's definitely Yasmin's probably. I mean, I think she's gonna just probably steamroller first round finish. The fight definitely doesn't go the distance, in my opinion. I think Yasmin makes that quick, easy, light work. Next up, we got Mr. Rosas versus Ricky. So pretty much striker versus grappler. I do feel like this is a perfect matchup for Raul. For a bounce back after he lost his last one. I think he gets it done relatively easily. As soon as this fight hits the ground, I think Tercios is in some big trouble. He doesn't have the ground defense to deal with somebody like Raul. And Raul, I'm sure he's been working on his takedowns. And I think that he'll get the fight to the ground and get it done, because Ricky really I mean, he's a good fun fighter to watch. He's a good striker, but when you put him in there against the grappler, he doesn't fare well. And I think Raul gets it done and gets another dub for Mexico. That's number 3 on the main card. Bang, bang, bang. Daniel Zellhuber versus Francisco Prado. So this fight, this is another banger. These guys like to stand and trade. They're great strikers. Zellhuber is very long for the weight class. He's tall. He's 6'1". He has a crazy reach advantage here. So I know a lot of people are I mean, they're high on him, right? With that minus 270 number next to his name. But honestly, these guys got chins and these guys like to bang. So it's gonna be probably another really fun. They're both young bucks, hungry as hell. If it's a finish, if the fight is a finish, I think Prado gets the finish. But if it goes the distance, Zellhuber will probably be the one standing with the dub just because of his length and reach. And he really knows how to utilize his length and stay on the outside, pick his shots, and get stuff done. It should be a really fun fight before we hit the co-main and the main. So really looking forward to this one. These two guys got a lot of promise in their careers. So looking forward to it. And they're tough as nails, bro. These guys come to war every time. So I'm looking forward to it. All right. Now, before we get there, Yair versus T City. T City making a return after a long layoff, guys. Long layoff. This guy's hasn't fought, what is it, 2020, 2021, 2022. He lost to Yair. This is the rematch 2 years ago, almost. This shit is going to be, man. Last two fights were Volkan Yair, so we'll see. We'll see what if T City can do what T City does. What do you guys think? I don't like the inactivity for Brian Ortega. I think that's kind of why the odds are leaning towards Yair, but you can really, this guy gets a hold of you on the ground, bro. It's not good. Volk got through by the skin of his teeth, almost lost that fight twice when he fought Brian Ortega. Probably Brian Ortega's best fight of his career. But that's the only thing you really got to worry about T City. I think if it goes towards, round 2, round 3, I think the edge is definitely in Yair's favor. This should be a really fun fight because once it gets to the ground, bro, if it does, and I'm sure it will at some point, this fight's going to end up on the ground. And it'll be interesting to see how Yair slips out of there, if he can slip out of there. If I had to pick one, I don't know, man. I like let me go to UFC. I want to look at something real quick because they got some extra odds here. Plus 300 T City by sub. Not bad. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Wouldn't mind that one. I like it. I like it. Both guys, obviously, very durable, tough. We'll see. We'll see what happens, bro. But I might roll with Ortega catching him with a neck, a little choke or something. I don't know, man. Or the way Yair spins and throws shit a lot, he ends up on the ground. And based on that, T City, he's the guy who will jump on your ass on the ground to try and lock something up, bro. So I want to see, like, if Yair's coming out throwing all his crazy spinning shit and doing a lot of stuff. I mean, he usually does that, but there's been fights where he's very calculated and looks like a sniper, out there versus the fights where he's throwing a lot more spinning shit and so we'll see. We'll see. If he comes out more, in the sniper mentality, I think he'll do well. But if he's throwing a lot of more spinning stuff, I think you don't want to do that against a guy like T City because he'll catch one of them spinning legs or spinning arms and rip it off if he can. So I don't know. I have a feeling T City might Might shock some people today. But it could go either way, guys. It's MMA, you know. I like T-City by sub early, and that's what I'm gonna roll with. But I can definitely, if it goes this distance, I wouldn't be shocked if Yair has his hand raised. Because yeah, I mean, T-City is very tough. We saw that in the Max Holloway fight. Dude got his ass beat the whole fight, and just kept fucking coming, bro. He kept coming, bro. Just kept eating the punches till his face was like mashed spaghetti, dude. It was bad. It was bad. But yeah. Next fight, the War of the Brandons. Brandon versus Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Moreno versus Royval. How about it? Should be a fun fight. Should be a fun fight. I think, honestly, number one, I like Moreno. Probably getting it done. Even though Royval's a little taller, I'm going to go back to ESPN. I just wanted to check the odds there. Moreno has reach, 2 inches reach, even though Royval has 2 inches in height on him. Orthodox versus Southpaw. I just think, bro, I think that Royval was way too comfortable sitting on his back, especially against Pantoja. Like when he gets taken down, and he's very susceptible to be taken down. Brandon Moreno loves mixing the takedowns in. And I think, man, how long ago was that Pantoja fight? Bro, it's been like 2 months, and he was in a freaking war with Pantoja. I don't like it. I think Royval's definitely losing, bro. If it was like 4 or 5 months, bro, shit. This guy fought in a 5-round war 2 months ago, and he's already about to fight another killer. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Yeah, I don't like it. So I think our boy Brandon Moreno, the assassin baby, gets back in the dub column, gets it done. I think Royval's taking this fight way too soon. That's my opinion. 2 months after that was a crazy fight, dude. It was a freaking war. This guy's already back, not just training. He's back in the octagon against another championship level fighter. Yeah, I don't like it for Royval. I don't think he gets it done. He does train in elevation in Denver, Colorado, so he shouldn't have any issues with his gas tank. But man, 2 months after that war, bro, I think was not a good. I mean, I'm sure he's trying to take whatever opportunity he can to try and get that fight again with Pantoja, but I don't know, man. It's kind of 31 years old. This could be a detrimental move in his career or the best move of his career, depending on how this fight goes. So I just really don't like the 2 month. That's the last fight, bro. I don't like that at all. And because I mean, if it was 2 months since his last fight and he starts the guy in the first minute of the fight and knocked him out clean, no problem, But you went to war with the cannibal. You know what I'm saying? Not cool. I don't think. Man, I respect them. Respect them for stepping up and doing it. But shit, dude. Like I said, it could be a big career trajectory fight for Mr. Royval here, and we'll see, bro. But based on what I'm looking at, I got to roll with Brandon. Haha, which one? Going Moreno. I'm going Moreno. Moreno, most definitely. UFC MX in the chat. We're giving away 2 rares. 2 rares today. That's pretty much the fight card, guys. Should be fun. I know there's poker later. There's pick'ems still active. The fight card starts late today. For me, it's the prelims start at 6 p.m. Central. For me, 7 p.m. Eastern, and was that 4 p.m. Pacific. So some later prelims, and the main card starts at 9, so it's going to be a late one. But got some time between now until I think poker starts 2 hours before the prelims, so make sure you get in there. Should be a fun night of fights down there in Mexico. We got a couple strike collectors down there. They're sending some pictures in Discord in that meetup channel. Looks like they got to rub some shoulders with some fighters and stuff down there. Charles Oliveira, Poatan, a lot of cool people down there in Mexico. That's it, guys. We got the giveaway to run. I'm gonna give away 2 rares. We're gonna raffle off them both on the same page. Damn, Del Boy, 3 a.m. That's rough. Reminds me of when they had that Singapore card for us. We were all waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning for the prelims. That shit was wild. But it was a crate. That was the Zombie, when Zombie went retired versus Max, bro. That was probably like if there's any card I would have woke up for 3 a.m. Thank God that card turned out to be the way it was, bro, because it was an amazing card. That was a really good card. I liked it a lot. Right. UFC MX in the chat. UFC MX in the chat. This is for, we're going to give away a rare moment. I'm going to give away 2, so I'm going to draw the first name and I'll draw a second name. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video for your boy. Hit that subscribe button if you aren't already. Appreciate everybody hanging out this morning, talking about the fights. I wish they would mint the Zombie moment as a hype. Shit. Bro, they still owe us some shit, bro. Don't forget. Fuck the Zombie right now. Where's my Dover? Where's my Maple Rush Challenge reward pack? Come on. All right. First one. Who's going to get the first rare? First rare goes to Chef. My man, Chef. Congrats, Chef. We're going to draw it again. Don't worry. Once Chef's name has been pulled, he is no longer entered into it again. No double dipping. Not like the Emerald Bot community challenges. So here we go. Second one. Good luck. And it's going to Yami Spirit. I'm not sure who Yami Spirit is, but feel free to holla at me in Discord if you are in my Discord. If you aren't in my Discord, make sure you join my Discord and I will give you the link right here. There it is. Chef and Yami. So I don't know who Yami is, but obviously people got different names on YouTube and whatnot. So Yami, make sure you hit me up in the Discord there. Thank you. But that's pretty much it, folks. That's all I got for today. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Hit the Discord or DM me in the Strike Discord and I'll send you the link. So we'll get you rolling. But that's pretty much it, folks. I'm gonna get out of here. What you got, Waleed? I don't think at this point badges are the least of my concern, brother. But I appreciate the troll. My man. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. Should be some fun fights tonight. Should be some definite some bloodshed, most definitely. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later. I'm out. Peace.